Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from Reality Art Pod, here to talk about the challenge Season 41, Vets and New Threats, Episode 9, titled Does Anyone Want to Confess? Last week on the challenge, when New Threats Sydney and Jeremy won the daily, they sent Derek C into elimination against daily loser CT, and after a pole wrestle showdown, Derek C was eliminated. Before I dive in, I put a link in the description to my Challenge 41 playlist. If you like the content, consider liking, subscribing, and using my link to try Paramount Plus for free. But let's dive into it. Players celebrate CT's elimination win, but the house is still pretty resentful of CT and blaming him for Lekka's elimination. Last week, TJ told them that this week's challenge will have a major impact on the game as they'll be picking their partners for the rest of the season at the end of this round. The rookie girls all want Turbo, especially Adrienne and Sydney. Nani and Will are still getting freaky. Nani gets her nut from the pool to the bedroom to the bathroom. These two have a whole routine, and they want to partner up so they can keep this nut train rolling. Anissa tells Ashley she wants to come in first in the challenge, which Ashley laughs off, both to Anissa's face and behind her back. Anissa confronts Ashley. Ashley calls Anissa delusional. Jake comes to Anissa's defense, but Anissa doesn't need him. These two just end up fighting. As usual, Ashley says she'll knock Anissa out. Anissa calls Ashley trash. Ashley says the bigger they are, the harder they fall. You know, I didn't understand why Ashley and Anissa were rivals at the time, but from everything I've seen since then, I get it. They hate each other. Turbo wants to make an alliance with Cedric and Jeremy, saying he wants to work with the strongest, and using this as an opportunity to take a dig at CT. They head to their daily and individual challenge, the mini final, where the top 8 finishers for the men and women will be getting points. They'll be playing Broken Dreams, running up a mountain and completing checkpoints, memorizing equations, eating gross stuff, and doing puzzles along the way. I was worried this would be a purge challenge, but it's pretty straightforward, just playing for points. They get started memorizing their symbols as they run up the mountain. It's funny when Aviv says a symbol looks like Derek's hair, and they all start calling it that. The symbols turn into an equation that unlocks onion, peppers, and garlic that they need to eat. Adrienne says her strategy is to pretend she's Shrek and eat the onion like an apple. Players struggle to eat their onions, but CT Tony times it, gobbling down his veggies. Nom nom nom. Turbo gets to a lead, finishing the 3rd checkpoint before anyone else even gets there. Back at the eating checkpoint, players discover peppers and onions in the bushes. Someone cheated, and it wasn't Big Brother's Vince for once. At this point, the challenge is a mess. There's a whole vegetable patch of evidence. The fair players are pissed and still eating. We need to conduct a formal investigation. John A decides to chuck her vegetable too, which inspires Anissa and Tay to follow suit, deciding they'll take the same penalty as everyone else. Turbo gets stuck on a word puzzle, and Sydney helps him to solve it. She also lies to Theo when he asks her for help. Ashley's struggling, wailing that she's getting in the ass with no lube. America is really going through it, sadly nibbling on her onion, but not giving up, and not cheating. Turbo finishes the mini final first overall, followed by Sydney. They celebrate together. Players trickle in, with Leroy and America finishing last for their respective groups. In the results, right away TJ is pissed, saying the one thing he hates more than quitters are cheaters. And there's massive evidence of cheating, with clips of multiple players throwing their vegetables into the bushes and taking bites and spitting them right out, asking the group, does anyone want to confess? Ooh, he said the thing, and he's mad. TJ says, as a result, the whole day's events are for nothing, and they'll all just have the points they came in with. This was a BS ruling. They should have disqualified the cheaters and made anyone who played the fair way get points. This was a waste of time for us. Back at the house, Janae is spiraling about throwing her food in the challenge. I don't know why Janae is acting like this. She only cheated because she saw that other people did. Sydney even admits to cheating in confessional. Where is the punishment? In fact, they're rewarded with dinner and champagne toast. At dinner, Will is pissed off at the cheaters, throwing a tantrum that ruins everyone's meal. Nani seems to be getting the ick at this time. The next day, players strategize and court partners. CT and Tay want to work together. After Will's blow up at dinner, Nani asks Justin to pick her. None of the guys want to team up with Janae. Later, Will is still mad and complaining to Nani. Here she is once again, mothering a grown man. I feel for Nani. She is like a magnet for chaotic men. Olivia feels like Leo will be a smart partner for her, and both she and Nani campaign for Leo to pick them. Finally, they head to the selection, which really should have happened at the end of the last round, but whatever. Michaela has the most points overall, and she picks Cedric. Jeremy chooses Aviv. Olivia picks Will. This pick was wild after his behavior. Sydney chooses Turbo. Anissa picks Jake. Adrienne picks Theo. Justin chooses Nani. Leo picks Ashley. CT picks Tay. America chooses Leroy. D is with Derek. And Gabe and Janae, who weren't picked, are left with each other. TJ leaves off telling them that from now on, they'll be eliminated as pairs. So we have our final pairs. I think the weakest team is Gabe and Janae, because Gabe is just so annoyed with Janae right now, and I could see them getting sent into eliminations early and often. There are some strong pairings here. If I had to choose who I think I'm rooting for right now, it's Leo and Ashley. I'm team mess. But that's all I have to say about this episode. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the mini final that never was, and the cheating scandal that wasn't handled, and which of these teams are you rooting for to win the game. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be back next Wednesday with more challenge. Until then, you know where to find me. Bye.